Oh, I'm muted. I am muted. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Sorry, I just need to take a sip of my water here. I say, all right. Okay, we had a massive downwards reaction yesterday, or this morning, on Euro USD. A really, really big old pullback towards the 200 exponential moving average. I want to remove this low volume area because we've traded through it a couple of times. So I'm not that interested in it anymore. This was obviously our analysis yesterday afternoon that we wanted to see an upwards push towards the highs of the week. We just didn't get there yet. So yeah, currently we are trading, this is now Wednesday, so we are currently trading above the previous week's point of control with two beautiful reactions off of that level. So it's a quite good indication of whether we are going to want to continue to push upwards. And we need to see that push upwards because we need to go fetch that high. We need to create a new high for the week. Okay, just creating consecutive highs. From this high, we actually failed to create a new low. We actually failed to push down below this low. So now we are obviously looking for that continuation. I'm still in a trade on Euro USD. Would like to see the market just chase down this high because then we reach take profit too. Um, and then I would expect a bit of a pullback, and then I would look for that continuation again. So what I'm looking for is us to push back up above this high, waiting for that pullback, and then again look for that continuation. Okay, so yeah, it was a tricky day, Monday afternoon and the whole of yesterday morning. And then actually we got some decent price action yesterday afternoon. So yeah, looking at GBP USD, we actually also pushed up from this low volume area. Also beautiful reactions off of the previous week's fair value high. Okay, beautiful reactions. I mean, look at that reaction and this reaction. We just closed, literally, we closed on that price level with a reaction from the 200, from the 200 exponential moving average. Wow, from the low volume area inside of the fair value area. And now I'm just going to drag this out because we are really kind of close to that new week opening gap, high volume resistance and support level. And also there's two low volume nodes that I've just marked out. Um, so I'm not going to trust the volume as much because I can, let me quickly do this for you. Look at this green area, okay? Look when I drag out my point of my volume profile. Look what happens when I drag it out over that price level. Look at the amount of volume that we built up. Literally point of control owner almost. But we had so much volume at that price level, so it's not that interesting for me anymore for this week. The only reason why I'm still looking at it is because we have really sufficient volume. Look at this. No, if you could see that clearly. But look at this guy. First, okay, look at that guy as well. But look at this guy. There's a high volume area inside of the new week opening gap, indicating that there's a lot of trading activity. And just below the new week opening gap, we also have a high volume node, which also indicates high trading activity. So the buyers are really, really, really interested in pushing price upwards. So that's what I do want to see. I do want to see continuations. I want to see new fair value forming up here, pushing towards the new highs for the week as well. Okay, so I want to see continuations as well on GBP USD. Let's say bounce. Let's see. Okay, we obviously do have a really tough resistance level over here. I mean, just look at this resistance level. We rejected the same exact price 4 times in a, no, okay, not in a day, but in 2 days. In literally, when was this? 3:30 to 2:30. So literally 11 hours. In 11 hours, we retested this thing 4 times, and we've seen some beautiful reactions. And it's just the high of the previous week. So yeah, we also have a high volume node up over here, but I'm not taking too much out of it, or not taking too much from it. I just want to look for that continuations. Okay, now jumping to USD JPY, we got that beautiful movement yesterday. This would have been actually the better trade than Euro USD, but whatever. Um, Beautiful reaction. We wanted to see we wanted to see price push back towards the lows of the current of this week, and we formed new lows right over here, which is a really great thing. Obviously, indicating also a great bearish market. Now I do want to see continuations of this trend. Now, where would we see the best possible reactions? Well, first things first, if I drag out a volume profile, our fair value area will sit in between these two lines, and we are seeing reactions from it. Okay. So we're already seeing reactions from the fair value high, price rejecting to create a new high, out of fair value or breaking out of fair value currently. So this is actually a quite decent area to look for a trade to push it back to the downside. I'm just going to wait until the market opens, because it might throw us off guard. And I just don't want to be on the wrong side, because I have seen reversals back towards high volume nodes in the past, and it's a brutal one because it just jumps. Okay, so I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'm not that interested in this low volume node again for the previous week, because look at the amount of volume that we built up. I'll look at this area, which is quite interesting, because in the previous week we had a high volume or sufficient volume at that price level. Now we have little volume at this price level. And for this one, I'll still keep it around. And then for the high volume block, I'll also still keep that around, because we barely traded at that price level. Okay, then we have this massive low volume node up here. Okay, so I'm looking for continuations on USD JPY. I'm looking for continuations on GBP USD. I'm looking for continuations on Euro USD. Okay, let me also just drag out my volume profile for Euro USD. For the current week volume over here. Current volume just above the new week opening gap. Well, current fair value area. Okay, this is actually a really decent price level. And look at the previous week, 68% value area high. And we have a bit of a low volume area at that price level. So it's a quite decent level for me. Yeah, let me just also drag this one out. Also just this one. Is it possible to start another USD trade month close when it reaches up to rather not now? Yo, I'm not too keen for that, because I'm not risking anything anymore on my Euro USD trade because my stop loss is above my entry price. It's literally above the new week opening gap and just below the fair value high for this current week. So I'm not risking anything from my on my original Euro USD trade. Well, my second Euro USD trade. But now when you re-enter, you are going back to risking something. So I would rather just wait for the market to do its thing, not overtrade, wait for the best possible scenario. Like ask yourself, is it really necessary? Like perhaps it might be if you have financial reasons or whatever. Um, but you must ask yourself, is it really necessary? Like what if it goes against me? Okay, I don't want you to be negative because you always need to think, but what if it goes against me? Because trading is a really interesting thing. I mean, you could have seen with our Euro USD stop out over here, almost got stopped out over here, and finally got our move that we wanted to see. Um, so you must ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it necessary? Or is it more worth it to wait for the new best possible setup? Okay. And then I want to push to the commodities. Okay. Massive sell-off yesterday afternoon. I mean, on everything. I mean, if you go look at Nasdaq yesterday, also quite a decent move to the downside. But just a massive sell-off yesterday. Um, I mean, this is just absolutely brutal. Now, we are quite a distance away from the previous week's fair value area. I don't believe we will reach that price level. So this analysis is definitely invalid. I don't believe we will reach that price level anytime soon. Fair value is currently around the 74600 level. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah. So fair value is currently over here, massive volume inefficiencies for imbalances over here. Massive, massive, massive. And we are building volume up. So this might be a value error rollover where we actually see price push back towards the fair value price levels. But we have this massive, I even want to go to just this level because oil can really be tough sometimes on you. So we have this massive area of resistance. If we push back towards this resistance level, then I'll perhaps look at it, trade on Brent crude. And even gold, also just a massive sell-off, like in an extreme sell-off. Massive correction is probably one of the biggest corrections. I mean, we had one big correction, then the second one, now the third one. We waited for that bounce from fair value for the previous week, didn't get that bounce at all. We failed miserably. And we even looked at this previous week's low volume area and the one just below it, where we also failed. Like we just swept everything. Like we didn't care, didn't react, whatever. We just pushed through. And now we are seeing some reactions again at these price levels. So interesting stuff on gold. I can only imagine a few people are having a bit of headaches around their gold trades. So Doge is. I'm still doing some research and analysis, not just trying to look at the news or the fundamentals or whatsoever. I'm just trying to find out some more in-depth information on what happened to the markets yesterday. And then I actually also do want to do a bit of an analysis around that. So I'll definitely send it out to you as soon as possible. So you could also just, I'll keep you in the loop on what happened yesterday and will it happen today again. Because if you look at the NASDAQ, it happened quite a few times now, since last week, Friday. Okay, then Monday came, and then Tuesday came. Like we pushed down we did push down $2,000 in a matter of 3 days on the NAS. Oh, $2,000. That's almost 10%. Okay, it's like 9% of the total value of NASDAQ. Okay, we might definitely see a recovery, but this is a massive correction. When you just look at it, an incredible correction. And the indicators was actually in the candlesticks. I mean, look at these few days that we had. Okay, look at this and this and this. Okay, interesting days. 17th February, 18th February, and 19th February. This one could have thrown you off guard a little bit. I can only imagine this guy, this candle. But look at that Friday close. Yo. Okay. It's $1,000 that we dropped down. Or 2,000. So it's like 4% or something like that. But yeah, massive correction in the markets, the stock markets. I mean, even Doge, I'm running a bit red on Doge. Okay, bet is an understatement, but yeah, you can only imagine. I bought in at 3.4, oh no, 3.2. I bought in around this price level. I think it was around here-ish, January. I bought in over here and then I worked myself in. So I think my last position was like 2.7. No, it was like 2.870 around here-ish. I think it actually was this low. I was so chuffed with that buy. So I'm just holding, still holding. I'm running a bit red on that one, but it's fine. It is cryptocurrencies. It is something that you need to hold for quite a while. So yeah. All right then. I have a massive bet on Doge actually, because I do believe when X money comes out from Elon Musk, I think it will definitely run on the Doge ecosystem. So it's a massive bet that I have, but if it plays out, I'll stick everyone for a really nice steak dinner. Yeah, you just need to bring your own drinks. Okay, I'll pay the corkage fee. You just need to bring your own drinks. Okay. Um, but yeah, really exciting stuff for today's market. Really great continuation fees. Oh, opportunities, fees. Wow, really great continuation opportunities. So I'm looking forward to that. Right. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. As always, it is much appreciated. And then I will see you later tonight. Today on your pre-market analysis session. All right. Cheers, everyone. Take care. Be blessed.
Thank you.